This story will take you to a different world of fear. When my mother was young, there was a family in their area, a very influential family. They always oppressed the local people, tormenting them in various ways. Because of fear, no one dared to argue or fight with them. So, in that family, the eldest son, he was the one who tortured people the most. One day, suddenly, that boy died. After the man died, everyone in the village felt a deep sense of relief, thinking, perhaps we are finally saved from a tyrant. So everyone felt relieved. Later, the family called the villagers, saying, "Come, let us perform the funeral prayer and bury him." But none of the villagers went to his funeral. Only a few members of his own family performed the prayer and buried him. After the burial, when the village was living in peace, suddenly, on the day before the 40th day, the 39th day, an old man came to that village. He arrived and entered that specific house. Upon entering, he found the younger brother of the man who had died. He asked, "Did someone in your house die 39 days ago from today?" The brother replied, "Yes, he died. But how did you know? We have never seen you in this village before." The old man said, "You will get my identity later. If you want to save the villagers, if you want to save yourselves, then dig up that grave immediately. Dig it up, take out the corpse, and perform the funeral prayer again." The brother, he got very scared. In his fear, he believed the old man. He asked, "Uncle, what can we do?" The old man said, "Do one thing. Gather 40 men who can all read the Quran. They will go with me to that graveyard." So he gathered them. After gathering, they went there. Sitting there, the old man said, "Sit in a circle around the grave and light the lamps. Everyone must read the Quran. No one, absolutely no one, stop reading the Quran." Then he said, "Let one brave man among you come forward." Everyone asked, "Why?" "This grave needs to be dug." They were all terrified. No one wanted to go. So the old man said, "All right, if you do not want to come, I will dig it myself. But there is one condition, no matter what happens. No matter what you see, no one stops reading the Quran and no one tries to run away. If anyone tries to run, I will die, of course, but none of you will survive. No one in this village will survive." Everyone agreed. The old man started digging the grave, and as he dug, a fierce wind began to blow. The wind was howling. He kept digging, and when the grave was finally opened, they saw that, although it had been 39 days, the corpse had not decayed, not even a bit. Nothing had affected it. But the shroud he had been wrapped in, it was missing. The cloth was gone. Suddenly, they looked closer and saw the cloth was stuffed deep inside his mouth. Maybe 4 or 5 fingers of it were sticking out. The old man said, "I am old. I do not have the strength. Someone must pull this cloth out in 3 tugs." No one dared. Later, the old man said, "Fine, I will pull it out myself. But listen, what has happened so far is nothing. Something much more terrifying might happen. Beware, no one runs away, no one stops reading the Quran." Everyone was reading the Quran. The old man stepped down into the grave. He grabbed the cloth and gave the first pull. The corpse screamed a very loud scream. With that scream, the surrounding trees, it felt like everything was turning upside down. Then he gave the second pull. On the second pull, it screamed even louder. The scream was so loud that the entire village could hear that something terrible was happening. He gave the third pull. After the third pull, the cloth, it came out completely. After it came out, the old man said, "There is no more fear now, but if I hadn't been able to pull it out in 3 tugs, I would have finished here, and perhaps none of you would have survived." So what to do now? They lifted the body and performed the funeral prayer again. That old man, he led the prayer. After the prayer, they buried him properly. He said, "Now you are safe. The village is safe. None of you are in danger anymore." But the strange thing is, no one had ever seen that old man. Suddenly, which way he left, no one even noticed. His identity, to this day, no one has ever been able to find out. Lipu lives in Sylhet, so he is quite familiar with tea gardens and the tea garden environment. The incident he shared is not from his own life, but rather a story he heard. It happened to a watchman at the tea garden right next to his house. The incident took place about 3 years ago. One night, a tea garden watchman was performing his duty. While guarding section number 10, he suddenly noticed a very beautiful girl plucking tea leaves late at night. Surprised to see someone plucking leaves so late, the watchman walked towards the girl. He asked, "Why are you plucking leaves at this time of night?" The girl replied, "I always pluck leaves at night. I cannot pluck leaves during the day." The watchman then addressed the girl as Didimone, meaning sister, and asked, "Sister, will you give me some tobacco?" The girl then told the watchman, "You come and take it." As soon as the watchman stepped forward to get the tobacco, a strange thing happened. The girl trapped the watchman in an illusion with her eyes. The watchman felt his ability to speak and move fading away. He helplessly watched as that beautiful girl slowly transformed to a hideous form. Blood started flowing from her eyes. In that terrifying form, the girl said to the watchman, "Why did you come to me? Don't you know? This garden is mine. I will do whatever I wish in this garden. If anyone stops me, I will kill them." Then the girl scratched the watchman's chest. Upon receiving those scratches, the watchman lost consciousness and collapsed on the ground. The next morning, other colleagues rescued him from the garden and took him home. After regaining consciousness, he told everyone about that terrifying night. He said when the girl was scratching his chest, it felt like he was being struck with something incredibly heavy. Since that incident, the watchman fell ill. Every night in his sleep, he would see that terrifying woman chasing him to kill him. After suffering for a long time, the watchman finally died. Liaquat Lipu says that even after this, many have seen that girl from a distance in section number 10, but out of fear, no one ever goes near her again.